Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine and staying home to make you safe from the COVID 19. Now, we are going to continue the chapter Manufacturing Industries. As in our earlier module, we could complete up to the cotton textile industries. Here, we are going to ahead of that textile industries. Let us see what is the next topic, jute textiles. So next topic is jute textile industries. So here India is the largest producer of raw jute and the jute goods and stands at second place as an exporter after Bangladesh. Most of the mills are located in West Bengal, mainly along the banks of the Hooghly River in a narrow belt. So what is jute? You can understand by these pictures ki how we are getting that what kind of material is used for making such goods. So that material only is jute. And in our daily day to day life in different activities somehow we are using these jute bags, sacks, the mats, etc. That jute mills are located near the Hooghly River basin only. So let us see what is the reason behind it. The factors responsible for their location in the Hooghly basin. Why these are located in the Hooghly basin only? And this question is very important. This point is very important. Often in the board exam, it is asked. So students make focus on this topic. The proximity to the jute producing areas. The Hooghly River basin and the nearby areas are good for jute production, and that way the raw material is easily available in this area. That Hooghly River basin is given here, that Hooghly River, Bay of Bengal, near this place. So here see the way of river. This is Hooghly River. So nearby areas of this Hooghly River only the jute industries are located. Let us see that inexpensive water. Due to this Hooghly River, there is easy availability of water, and that makes a region to setting up jute industries in that areas only. Transport supported by a good network of railways, roadways, and waterways to facilitate movement of raw material to the mills. So this there is good network of roadways. See here IWT, that permanent terminal, these are, and national waterways number 1. This is national waterways number 1 coming from this Ganga river only. So this way there is a good network of transport facility. Abundant water for processing raw jute. You may not be knowing that jute, to get from the stem, this is actually the bark of that plant only, and that is somehow taken out from the plant, and in this process there is a requirement of huge quantity of water to get it out from that stem of that plant. So this way there is a requirement of huge amount of water, and this water supply through the Hooghly River basin makes it successful in this area. Cheap labor from the West Bengal, adjoining states of Bihar, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh. So as you know that nearby states, neighboring states are having good population and s- cheap labor facility available in these states. Actually, their economic condition is not very well in these neighboring states, and that is why the laborers are easily available at cheap rate. Kolkata as a large urban center provide banking, insurance and port facilities for export of jute goods. You know that Kolkata is a well developed region as a urban area. So Kolkata is also located nearby this Hooghly River basin, and that way this is providing all the required banking, insurance and port facilities for the export of jute goods. So this is why the location of in Hooghly River basin makes the successful for the setting up jute textile industries in this area. The challenges faced by the industry. What kind of challenges are faced by this jute industry? There is a stiff competition in the international market from synthetic substitute and from other competitors like Bangladesh, Brazil, Philippines, Egypt, and Thailand. So you know that there are synthetic substitutes available which are providing the similar product as the jute produce are there, and that are more durable also. Because of that, this jute industry is facing their difficult competition, very tough competition with synthetic fiber, and the other jute exporting countries are also making it a challenge to face compete with them so that they can exist in the market. However, the internal demand has been on the increase. Actually, these days, slowly, the demand for the jute products are increasing due to the government policy of mandatory use of jute packaging. Like some of the edible goods like potatoes, the different grains which are available in the market, the sugar, these some goods are there compulsory to package in jute bags only. Some more products are also there in the market which are compulsory to package in the jute bags only. So that way there is a government policy which has made it mandatory, compulsory to use jute packaging, and that way this demand for the jute product is increasing in our country only. To stimulate demand, the products need to be diversified. Diversified means variety of products of jute should be produced to create more and more demand in the market. As many variety of products will be available in the market, that much demand can be created. As you know that a particular company is providing something, but that company is like a biscuit only you take. One company biscuit is sold in number of uh, names, number of names you can say, number of flavors you can say. So that way, this is business policy only to create more demand in the market for that particular good. The main markets are USA, Canada, Ghana, Saudi Arabia, UK, and Australia. So these are the main market for the jute products for our country. The growing global concern for environment friendly biodegradable materials has once again opened the opportunity for jute product. As these days, slowly people are becoming aware about the environment, and they have started to think about the environment and conservation of environment, protection of environment, and that way whatever the non biodegradable materials are used for packaging and other things, so slowly that are avoided by the people, discouraged by the people, and that way this jute is getting better opportunity for such work, and that way there is an opportunity to increase the demand of this jute. Now next industry is sugar industry. India stands second as a world producer of sugar but occupies the first place in the production of gur and khandsari. In our country, this gur or khandsari is more preferred by the people, and there is a better, more use you can say than other any other countries. So that is why the production of this gur and khandsari getting the first place in the world. The raw material used in this country is bulky. You know that raw material is sugarcane, and this is having juice in it, and that way it is having good weight. And in Hollis, its sucrose content reduces. If there is a lag after harvest to reach in the industry, if there is time lag, as much time lag will be there. The sucrose content, sucrose is that sweet content available in the juice of that sugar cane, so that reduces. So this is one problem with this industry. The mills are located in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, and Madhya Pradesh. 60% mills are in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. You know that this is a Gangetic plain, most fertile land of the world, you can say. So in this area, there is sugarcane production is good, and that to get use these sugarcane production, the sugar mills are also established by the governments of private individuals also. So there is 60% mill in this area, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Now, one question is there: why is sugar industry tends to move towards South India and ideally suited to the cooperative sector? So this is a trend nowadays. The industries are shifting toward the South India. So reason behind it that this is because the cane produced here has a higher sucrose content. You know that South India is more near to the sea and ocean, and because of that there is a better humidity maintained naturally, and that presence of humidity gives a longer crushing period, and that way sucrose contents are higher in that. The cooler climate also ensures a longer crushing season. So in this region, whatever cooler climatic condition, the temperature is not rising very much, that is moderate, and because of this climatic condition, there is a longer crushing period. Moreover, the cooperatives are more successful in these states. Cooperatives are successfully working in these states, and that also becomes one reason behind the sugar industry setting up in this area. What are cooperatives? The cooperatives are People centered enterprises owned, controlled, and run by and for their members to realize their common economic, social, and cultural needs and aspirations. Aspiration means goal, meaning to say that these are a group of people with similar aim. They group together and run any business activity. Each member of that group is owner of that organization or any industry or any institution. Each member equally responsible for the betterment of that company or that industry or downfall for that. So that way each members are equally participating for the upliftment of that, and whatever the production comes they distribute it according to their contribution of effort. The cooperatives bring people together in a democratic and equal way. So this concept is very successfully working in South India. In recent years, there is a tendency for the mills to shift and concentrate in the southern and western states, especially in Maharashtra. Major challenges include the seasonal nature of industry. This seasonal nature also becomes important for the cooperatives to handle such industry, as seasonal nature does not provide the all time work for the year, and that way if when the production period of that sugar cane is there, so that time the members are busy in the field, and when the crushing period comes they are busy in the industry. Old and insufficient method of production, transport delay in reaching cane to factories, and the need to maximize the use of bagasse. What is bagasse? You know that this is the, you can say, the remains of that sugar cane after crushing. So this way these are the major challenges. Old and insufficient method of production, the people are using that old method of production. Even the industries are also not modernized, they are using that old technology only for crushing. Transport delay, there is a problem of transportation also. The farmer after the harvest the farmers are not able to take it as means sooner to the industry, and after reaching we can see a huge row outside of the industry, sugar industry, of the vehicles loaded with the sugar cane, and they have to wait for a week, 1 week, 2 week, even 1 month also sometime. So this is the problem of this sugar industry. Thank you, students. Some more topics are there, but that topics will discuss in the next class. And whatever topics here we discussed, you must read in the book and revise it. Whatever important points you can find out, of course, you note down it as a notes, and other homework whatever will be given. So please follow that. Thank you. Have a nice day.